Hi, my name is Eugene. I'm a third-year PhD student graduating this year. I'm part of the HIT team, which is a Human Interface Technologies team, and we're working on projects related to virtual reality and artificial life. And over here, there's a model. It's the F-71 Linder-class frigate. It's called HMS Scylla. It was scuttled off the coast of Whitsand Bay around Plymouth on the 27th March of 2004. And this artificial reef is one of its kind. Is that it's the first artificial reef in Europe, and it's also the largest. And 2 weeks ago, we went on a boat trip with divers and marine biologists. In that boat trip, we found that there are around 120 species growing at the moment on the ship. But the marine biologists, their work is just to study what will colonize the wreck and how the impact of environmental change will affect the marine ecosystem. But what they cannot do is to speed up the time. So right over this screen, we have the virtual version of the Scylla. And it's in a 3D package of a games engine called the Far Cry engine. And we have built the 3D model and we've ported it into the system. So what we want to do on the virtual version is to actually put artificial marine organisms so that they will colonize the wreck the same way as they would colonize the real wreck. And by speeding up the time and changing the parameters, for example, the acidity level or the temperature, we can see how the ecosystem will grow. And if we speed up the time, say 10 years from now, if pollution level is increased, it will definitely affect the ecosystem. So if our model is accurate, we can then assess the impact of environmental change on this ecosystem. And on the virtual reality system, this is an Xbox controller, but actually this is a PC version. We can go forward and fly around the wreck. So past environments using computer modeling is just basically statistical studies. But with virtual reality technology, we can actually move around and interact with the creatures. The engine is very good because it has a physics engine, collision detection, and all the shader languages that can describe a scenario such as an underwater scene.
I can imagine a system like this having a lot of potential uses.
Yes.
If you had any commercial interest?
Besides a simulation like this, we also have military training and also medical simulation for surgeons to train them to actually perform surgical tasks before the actual operation takes place. And we have also built a trauma trainer for those soldiers coming back from Iraq, because they will have a trauma, and eventually we can build something for them psychiatrists to sit with them to go through that experience again so that their problem can be solved using virtual reality. We have some virtual divers. They are not alive, so.
Okay, well, thank you very much for the demo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
By one of our colleagues, Rob Guest, and it's actually recreating a street in Iraq during the war. So eventually we will have people running around screaming and people dying, just to recreate that experience so that the soldiers can sit together with a doctor to have the problem resolved.
And I guess it's something for new soldiers going into the field.
Yes,
that
correct.
they could also use.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. It's highly realistic scenario, shadows. Currently, there's no sound, but we can install a sound system
Yeah.
that can,
Again, is this using the Far Cry engine?
it is using the Far Cry engine. Yeah,
It's quite a flexible engine to use. Then,
it
in
is.
your-
It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
very much. And this scene takes about not more than 2 weeks to build using the Far Cry
Oh,
sandbox.
so it's
And
quite rapid.
rapid development environment. Yeah. And we also have a medical trainer, and it's just to demonstrate the effects that can be achieved using the Far Cry engine. Deformable geometry.
Okay, so what's going on here then? Can you explain it?
This is inside our body, and this is just a simulation to demonstrate the deformable geometry, the interaction between a solid object and virtual gut.
Okay. So this is this would basically be a tool, I guess.
Yes, it will be a tool, a
Yeah.
visualization
A
tool.
surgeon's tool or something.
Yes,
yeah.
that's right. Yes,
And you can see the interactions that has
yes, that's right.
on the organs. It's quite realistic, actually.
It is very realistic,
Yeah, the
yeah.
physics is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
cool.
Yeah. So imagine in the future if this project has become a tool, then it would be really useful to train the neurosurgeons to perform surgery in a virtual environment.